So I'll be going over this first P1 run for doing this challenge ranker raid. I'm getting somewhere between 8 to 10% depending on how many calling blades I'm getting. And I'll just go over really briefly just a run where I was able to get a good amount. We're looking at 3.5 million off of just using one calling blade with Vader. Now that we have these changes, in full effect with the raid, we're not getting those 20% anymore. So without, wasting too much time here, let's get into this. So that's a team that we used, and I'll briefly just go over what this run really entailed for me. Now, there's nothing really tricky you can do to get a ton of dots. It seems pretty straightforward. Get all the tech on the right people, which would be Vader first there, and then going to C3PO here. I basic with BB-8 at this moment, and that's just to get that tenacity down. It's going to force that taunt to stay on KRU, and we can start applying dots immediately onto him. Now, we starting from a fresh 100% run here. I'll basic that one, and just kind of stack dots. I wanted to be at 9 at this point, but again, with resist coming, you're just going to take what you can right now. I always do just one singular run, and I tend to not try and go for a big beefy run because this run is just so consistent. There is nothing that you can do in this run to really mess it up, except for just get really bad RNG and maybe have Vader die prior to you getting out a calling blade. But this is, we're just going to be slowly building here, as you guys are seeing right now. That, the ads are really good at controlling some of these turn meter situations. I also realize that exposes are really a double-edged sword. They really crank up that turn meter on the Gamorrean captain. And it can be it can get dicey if you're just getting a lot of exposes and they're stunning, or they're releasing expose on him after you hit him. Those all count as extra hits that will push his turn meter. So yeah, as you can see there, he gained a ton just from exploding there, and also taking the dot damage along with that expose. That's probably the worst RNG you can get, is just getting too many exposes maybe. So we're brushing up on that 2% mark as we approach 98.92% here. He's ticking about 0.5% of damage now every time he takes a turn, and that's something you're going to have to take into consideration as he starts getting pretty stacky here. I think in this run we went to almost 40 damage over time articles. This is where I made one tactical change. I went for the basic here instead of going for that merciless, because there were no ads up, and that becomes quite problematic. When you're going through your merciless, you're not going to get through your cooldowns fast enough, so it's better just to wait. And I think I actually might have waited a bit longer than when the culling blade was just up. We're actually under 98% now, so we're now starting to get that fierce scaling that we're used to seeing in this cranker raid. Yeah, so we're at 31 right now, and I'm pausing here because I was like, do I push it? Do I wait? And really at this point it's a judgment call. You can do whatever you like. Your run here, even if you just calling blade, you would have got maybe another 3 to 4%. You could have knocked out 5 to 6% very quickly, but I decided to go for something bigger this time, because we have so many turns on Gamorrean captain, and as long as everyone stays alive, we'll be able to get more dots on. But as you can see, the RNG is coming to play now because C3P almost died there. And I'm probably thinking at this point, I'm going to have to basic. Yeah, it's unfortunate that he didn't die there. So this leaves BB-8 to have to put those dots right there, and then I'll finally get that dispel. The reason why I'm able to call assist here is because BB-8 has tenacity down on basic. It's going to get those dots back on there. Yeah, this is probably me just taking time, see if I can survive this one. Bad RNG, Vader would have died right there. They got spread out good enough. So yeah, going for that big calling blade is now possible. I think I hit 41 on this one. There we go. 41 plus 3 confuses, a tenacity down, a speed down, and an offense down. It's a lot of things there to go ahead and take advantage of. So yeah, just made sure that I knew that was a good run. So anything that's clocking in over 8%, it's just good. Just take it, right? 91.4. It's 8.6% on a first attempt. It's not a bad thing. It's actually great. I urge you guys, just to try and get this really solid. You can get 3.5 million damage. I've seen up to 4 million on some incredible runs where people have been getting close to that 50 dots. It's really just really good RNG and no resist on any of Watt's assists will get you there. But in the meantime, let's just see if that helps any of you guys, especially for you planets that are asking for mercs. Let me know, okay? Let me know if you guys need any kind of help with modding or any of that. The modding I have on these guys is pretty standard. I don't switch for anything in the raid anymore. But just feel free to send me a DM if you guys have any questions. All right, thanks for watching.